This is Not Good Enough Gaming.
Hello and welcome back, and oh my goodness, of course the camera's not working. Alright, I apologize, camera's not working. Oh well. This happens. This happens, unfortunately. Hello, welcome back. Living up to the name, Not Good Enough Gaming. Welcome to or welcome back, guys. I'm here, your host, Andy. I am playing games so you don't have to. Playing game, more like it's singular. Because I've just been doing the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this, if this is your first time watching this, it goes like as such. 6 teams, 4 rounds, 1 Ultimate Epic winner. So that's what we're going to be doing with tonight. And the chat's already blowing it up. Happy Friday. Yes, if you are watching in real time, which looks like 2 of you are. Thank you very much. It's Friday night, 10 p.m. on Twitch. If you're not, you must be watching on YouTube. Any time of the day or night. On YouTube. Anyway, let's see what we have in store for us on round 1. Egyptian warriors versus German soldiers. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's more Egyptian warriors than Germans, but they got some guns. Definitely killing it on the attack range. Let's figure out who's gonna win. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. But let's get this round started. Here we go. Alright, and we got a whole bunch of Egyptian warriors with their swords and masks. And of course, the loincloths. And we're on the fan favorite, Winter Wonderland. I mean, the Viking Winter Viking, something like that. Okay, and already the chat is divided. German soldiers are gonna win, Egyptian warriors are gonna win. They seem confused. Yes, Egyptian warriors, they're from the desert, mind you, and now all of a sudden they're running on a frozen lake. And here's the Germans. They seem to know where they're going. They're going in that direction. Right they are. That's right, folks. We're gonna have 4 rounds tonight, as long as nothing terribly goes wrong. And it looks like we have first blood. Germans firing from the tree line, taking out the Egyptian warriors. Easy targets on the white snow. That's right. Germans are so organized because they have such a good history record. But yes, I think the Germans are going to take this one. So, statistics have shown Egyptians are going to win. Because I'm always wrong. But, I mean, come on. The Germans aren't outnumbered, but they have the range. And if they can keep the Egyptians at bay, then therefore, they'll win. Because if Egyptians can't get close enough, they're never going to cause damage, let alone make kills. Yeah, those guys were just wiped out. Alright, looks like the Germans are losing some warriors already. Oh, it looks like the Egyptians were pushing their way hard on the left side here. Getting close enough where the Germans getting sliced and diced. Coming in with the backhand. But is it going to be enough? Germans still have over 49,000. Egyptians are dropping fast with just 12,000 left. That's right. Egyptians, give them some guns. That'll be interesting. I wonder what type of ammo they would have. Not looking good. Egyptians, 2,000 left. Just 4 minutes into the match. 200, 100. And the Germans win. Congratulations, Germans. Egyptians, not so lucky. All right, let's go back to the main screen here. Yeah, by Egyptians. Oh, they gave it their best shot. Or their best slice, I guess you could say. Because they didn't have guns. Come on. Alright, let's load this up. Alright, and doing this a little differently tonight. Let's see here. So, start the battle. Alright, round 2. What do we got? Felhounds versus Ostrichs. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Lots of Ostrichs. The Felhounds are like demons. Who's gonna win? Let's get this party started. Alright, and there's the Felhounds and the Ostrichs. This is gonna be an interesting map because they're both out of their elements. Alright, so we got some votes. Ostrichs are gonna take it. Yeah, I got my money on those guys too. There's so many more of them. There's what, about like almost 40,000 more? So the numbers might be able to help the Ostrichs to win, because they'll be able to flank them, flank the Felhounds for sure. But is the Felhounds going to be strong enough? Teams tonight are with health points of 15 million. It's not as much as the massive tournament that I did was 500 million health points. But it's definitely not as low as the 10 million health points. So rounds are going a little bit better. Coming up, 80 seconds into the match, and there they go. They kind of look like fish swimming in the water. It's kind of interesting. Look at them go. And about to have first contact. There they go. Blood. This battle might be drawn out. They're both close combat units. And lots of them on the field. Felhound's trying to make the flank. However, Ostrichs are gonna be faster than these guys. So they can definitely square up and flank. Or not. Alright, looks like the Felhounds are going to be flanking on this side. Okay, the Ostrichs put all their forces on the right side. And there they go. Flank stake. I do believe that was the command that was given by the Ostrichs commander. Flank stake, flank stake. Alright, let's get a unit count. Giggity. 9,200. Versus 47,000. Lots and lots of ostriches still on the frozen lake, I guess. Ostrich steak. That is what's for dinner. And look at them go. I bet they're cold. Ostriches are making a killing, literally. 7,300 Felhounds remain, and they're pushing forward. They are pushing into the ranks of the Felhounds. Oh man, but could this be turning the turntables? The Felhounds are flanking big time. Ostriches pushing forward, setting up defensive positions here, trying to close in that gap, but it looks like their line is going to break right here. Felhounds starting to come through, and they continue to push their way around. And then as we can see on the other side, the Ostriches are on to their antics, and they are holding up the Felhounds' advancement, while the rest of their characters, or the units, move on over here, doing the exact opposite, just like the Felhounds, flank the Felhounds. Ostriches pushing their way through. Yes, Turtley List, thank you very much. I did mean to say units. The units are pushing their way through. Oh man, look at this gaping hole that the units are going through. Oh man, that's crazy. Alright, so they're building up their reinforcements on this line, and then on this line as well. Gaping hole. Yes, that is correct. Battle lines have been drawn and been moved around. 2,500 Felhounds remain, just under 40,000 Ostriches I do believe the big birds are going to win. Lots of movement on the ice, that is for sure. This is the type of battles I like to see. There's constant, push and pull on all the different fronts. Units fall, and then they start to flank, and then the other side gets overwhelmed. This is crazy. It's almost like a Ram. Dodge Ram? Could be a sponsor. You never know. But they're not a sponsor right now, so I'm not going to show the Ram shape anymore. Felhounds, 1,100 left. Big Bird, 38,300 remain. This match is almost over, and we're just about 7.5 minutes in. Birds on the move. Felhounds not knowing what to do. 500 remain. They had a chance. 400, 300, 200. Looks like this is going to be it, folks. 100. And they're surrounded. There's still one left. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, this is gonna be an interesting turn of events. What is happening? So the birds are on the move. The game is still in play. He's caught in the pen. Not looking good. How did he get over here? This is crazy, folks. Ostrichs win. Congratulations. Just over 9 minutes. Congratulations, Big Bird. Alrighty. Round 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, start battle. Poultry for the win! That's right. Protein. Coming up on round 3. William Wallace versus Redcoats. 1,000 Williams and 50,000 Redcoats. Holy crap. Now the Redcoats, they definitely have the range. However, the William Wallaces, the Team Wally, I guess we could call them, they have those giant swords. And those giant swords could possibly knock these Redcoats around, launching them into the air. And of course the Redcoats have the muskets, which take a little bit to reload. Braveheart is destined to lose according to Lord Lope. Yes. They're definitely outnumbered as well, so probably right. But of course, who dare would go against the British? The Redcoats. Although this is pretty appropriate. That was an interesting sight, seeing the Redcoats going through the little villages there. Oh yeah, forgot to ask the ultimate question. So who's going to win? Looks like we got some votes for the Redcoats. Looks like we're 2-0 for the Redcoats. All of the chips are on the Redcoats. I'm not sure exactly who's going to win this matchup. Braveheart for sure. Oh my god. The Team Wally is definitely going to drop their numbers, but I do believe that they're going to get close enough to start, smacking some Redcoats around. Maybe this time Team Wally. Okay, so just remember, the Team Wally, there was only about 1,300 of them on the field compared to 50,000 of the others. So their health is much higher than the Redcoats. And do you see that, sports fans? All of those Redcoats flying through the air. Good lord, what is happening down there? Let's get a closer look. Holy crap. Is that Bowser over there knocking people around? Nope, that is Team Wally. Covering the Redcoats is red. Knocking them left and right. Taking, good lord, we gotta slow that down so we can see it. This guy's like, I am reloading, and I burst into this powdery white substance. Or red substance. Good lord. What? Jesus. Oh! Went right through him. Good night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Human salsa. 200 Wallies fell, while another 11,000 redcoats fell. 900 remain. That's a dance. No, salsa is a dance. Human salsa is what we're seeing on the screen right now. Kind of want to play It's Raining Men. Just under 30,000 redcoats remain. 600 Wallaces. We got the redcoats starting to spread out and getting more of a vantage point. I don't know. 50,000 muskets might be too much for these guys. Ooh, especially when they do that. 400 remain with half the force left. Wow. That was like a Gatling gun. Yeah, you know, they might be muskets, but, you know, once they have, like, rapid firing of 1,000 or so muskets at, you know, one right after another, that's an automatic weapon. Massive firing lines over here. Team Wally coming in for their last push. Just over 200 remain. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. See, they get close enough into the range of the redcoats that's farther back, and they just fire their volleys. 100 remain. 46 remain. 7. And the redcoats win. Just about 7.5 minutes into the match. Congratulations, redcoats. Did not know that they were going to win. Standard Braveheart ending. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for that beautiful movie. Who's that dude? God, why can't I think of his name? I was right again. Okay. You can knock it off over there. Load battle. Let's see. Egyptian warriors. You guys lost. Felhounds lost. And Wallace lost. Oh yeah, that's right. That crazy guy, Mel Gibson. I couldn't remember for the life of me. Alright, let's start the battle. Coming up in the last round here, folks. Can't take away my freedom. Anyway, let's get this party started. On to the fourth and final round. Let's do this. So we got 4 teams. Surprisingly, it looks like they're all 50,000. Fascinating. I just don't know anymore. So what I did differently this time was, as you noticed, I just had the one map, and all the teams were on there, and I just removed the different teams for the different rounds. Easier for me. I had only one setup rather than 4 this time, right? I'm not lazy, I'm efficient. I think the number of teams are correct. Like the quantity on the teams. I mean, they have to be, right? Efficient. So there's the redcoats coming in. So obviously they're starting in the same exact spots that they started in their first rounds. Just now that they're going at each other. So yes, that's right. We got 4 teams on the field. Who's gonna win? We got Ostrichs. They started more in the middle, so they had to split their forces. We got Ostrichs versus the redcoats versus the Germans. And then of course we have the mystery team of Team 4, and we have not seen them yet. Okay, so power of the poultry. Let's go Ostrichs. Lord Lope. Money on the big bird. And Turtlyless. Germans for the win. Well, looks like a lot of birds are falling, but I would hate to be pecked to death by an ostrich. Lots of numbers going all over the place. Zoom on over to the other side. Way over here. You never know with these teams. Ostriches trying to do their best with both fronts. Who is Team 4? We have not seen Team 4 yet. They have not revealed themselves. They're the mystery team, a character I have not seen in action yet, as well as we obviously haven't seen them at all in the streams. Okay, it looks like the Redcoats are trying to spell out something on the field. Looks like Team 2 are the big birds, and their numbers are not that big. They have been eliminated from the match. So now we got the Germans way over here. We got the Redcoats way over there. And where's Team 4? Looks like they're gathering their forces. They're regrouping. Okay, let's take a look over here. Team 4, hi Mom. What's going on over here? Where are you guys going? Redcoats are making their way up the mountains. I guess they're on the hunt. Wait, what's this? Is this Team 4? This must be Team 4. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, they're so gross. Ew. My god. It's the bugs from, you know the movie, Starship Troopers. Oh my goodness. Look at them go. Oh, the bugs are going to win. It says Lord Lope. Good lord, there's so many of them. Alright, they're coming from this direction. But look at all those redcoats. Oh, that's the stuff of nightmares? I mean, look at them. You know, these models actually don't do the bugs justice. They're a little more blocky than what they were in the movie, but I mean, it's pretty close. Just as terrifying. Fancy crabs. Yeah. You can say that. They're coming in from this direction too. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Somebody kicked up the hornet's nest. Alright, so the redcoats are about to be overwhelmed. But I see numbers for the Germans are dropping. Or are those the redcoats? No, those are the redcoats. My apologies. Oh, here's the Germans. They're also engaged. They might have a better fighting chance. And they got multiple fronts of the bugs too. Oh my god, they're everywhere. So the Germans are going against the bugs, and the same with the redcoats versus the bugs, and then the victors of that battle is gonna have to be... oh, hi, LC. Yes. Round 4, thanks for joining. If you... It seems like you have no idea what's happening, per your message. Yes, this is the 4th and final round. We had the winners of Ostrichs, Germans, Redcoats, and now they're finally meeting the 4th and mystery team of the bugs from Starship Troopers. Definitely not nightmare fuel, but they're everywhere. Creepy crawlies. You know you want to itch your arm right now. My god. So what we have here right now, we got the bugs versus the Germans. Lots and lots of bugs. So many of them. And then we got a trail of bugs over here. Oh my god, so many of them. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god. Going against the redcoats. And they got muskets, so I don't know if they're gonna make it. But they're taking out a lot of bugs. But the bugs are still getting kind of close. Let's take it away. Auto cam. Cue Chris Farley. Do you want my head to explode? Good stuff. Looks like the auto cam is stuck. No biggie. Oh my goodness. Still lots and lots of numbers out on the field. About 150,000, just under. Nice longer battle. I think this is good pace. Coming up on 11 minutes in the match. Well, it looks like Team 4, the bugs, are dropping a lot faster than the other two. I think it has everything to do with the fact that they have ranged weapons. What a sight to see. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This does kind of remind me of crabs. Crab legs. Sliding on in. Germans still having thousands of bugs to kill. Same with the redcoats. Surprisingly, their numbers for both of those teams are being very steady. Lots and lots of bugs as far as the eye can see. They just keep coming. Crazy enough, those bugs are coming up over the mountain, all over the place. It's like just like in the movie. Redcoats freaking the hell out. not understanding what these giant creatures are. They are from the 18th century after all. We're like, this is not normal. Come on, Germany! Take it away, Autocam. Yep. Or not take it away, that's fine, whatever. Ha, the bugs just keep on coming. Jeez. 21,000 of them remain. Alright, so yeah, it doesn't look like the bugs are going to wipe out the forces. As a matter of fact, it seems like they're just being more of a pause in the battle. It doesn't look like they're... Of all of the 50,000, there's... So 30,000 have fallen so far for the bugs, and they've only killed 135 between that are on the Redcoats and the Germans. Doesn't look like that they're doing much. They're that effective in the battle. They're just more of a nuisance. But Lord Lope, you say that the Redcoats, if the bugs can't do it, doesn't look like the bugs are gonna do it. So his money's on the Redcoats, and of course, turtlyless money on the Germans. Oh my goodness! Here's the rest of the bugs. They're pooling up over here, coming up over the mountainside, and the Redcoats swimming around in the carcasses of the bugs, trying to make their way through. You only can see them by the muzzle flashes and the smoke from their guns. The bugs look like... I thought they were using the mountainside as to their advantage to get down quickly, but it looks like these are eliminated units. Gross. Alright, let's get a count. Oh my, that's a lot of bugs right there. So, looks like for Team 1, not sure who's on 1 or 3. But we got 46,000, 49,000. Still lots and lots of warriors on the field. 13,000 bugs remain. Redcoats getting ballsy. Pushing forward. There's one more bug left. Alright, let's see. 12,000 bugs remain. Looks like the Redcoats are pushing their way up and over the mountain. We gonna have any bugged bugs? It looks like we do. There's some right there. Be easy picking for the Redcoats. What's this? More bugs over here? My god. They're literally going hunting. Well, that got them loose. Maybe they were just dormant, waiting for a surprise. Could be part of their ploy. Bugs coming up over the hill to be greeted by lots of muzzle flashes. Are we alive down there? Okay, so we got the Germans fighting. Huge horde of bugs here. Looks like they found the mother lode. 10,000 bugs remain. Looks like they all could be right here. Lots and lots of bugs. Holy crap. They're all moving around. Germans using the mountain to their advantage. Lots and lots of bugs. Germans got a nice firing line. All they gotta do is just let it rain. So while the Germans are preoccupied with all of this target practice with the 10,000 remaining bugs, the Redcoats could make their way over here and start shooting the Germans from a vantage point. But I do believe that they are on the opposite side of the map. So we will see how this plays out. Remember, folks, this is the fourth and final round of the night. Just about 21.5 minutes into the match. And oh man, it does not look like the bugs have a good spot here. Doesn't look like they are able to make their way up the mountain. Looks like they gotta try to make their way up from this point here, but the Germans are not gonna let that happen. That's unfortunate for the bugs. Alright, let's tether into some other camera angles here. Maybe. Perhaps a good shot of all the bugs and the Germans just taking target practice. Redcoats on the move. Doesn't look like they're gonna flank the Germans. Oh, well, actually, looks like they are gonna flank the Germans. Looks like they split their forces. Going up and over the mountain. And down the lake, too. Well, the Redcoats are still hunting bugs. Of course they are. My God, do you think that they found a way to agree with the Germans and decided to, be on the same side? I don't think so. There's more Redcoats. Where's the Germans? More Redcoats. Good Lord. Okay. So then the Germans must be over in this direction. They got a ways to go. It looks like Germans. Yep, Germans are over on this ridge, and then the Redcoats are on that ridge. And they're going in the same direction. What is happening? Big force of Germans. Okay, so they're all gonna pull up over here. So this looks like it's gonna be the Ridge of Death for this match. My prediction is that the bugs are gonna get eliminated, and then by that time the Redcoats are gonna make it pretty close to here, and then it's just gonna be an all-out gunfight for the remaining 90 or so thousand units on the field. Okay, let's see. Germans are afraid of the Redcoats. Well, I think what's gonna happen is that, in a way, that the Germans are not necessarily retreating, but they are gathering their forces up on this ridge. And then by that time, the Redcoats are going to make their way over here, and then the battle will probably happen around in this area. But you never know in this crazy simulator. 7,500 bugs remain. The bugs, however, have killed 197. Still, really bad rookie numbers for these creatures. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It's their first appearance. My God, so many of them. And it just keeps going. There's another angle of the Germans versus the bugs. Just under 6,000 bugs remain. So many bugs. 5,100 remain. Let's see. And the Germans are still making their way over. They're still gathering their forces after all this time. Like that's the last of them. However, I did see something in the distance. A massive force. Redcoats. And then they got the Germans. They do have Germans over here holding out. My God. Numbers of the 3 remaining teams are dropping now. Small company of the Germans are held up on the tree line over there. The massive army of the Redcoats forced to make their way in an open area, but there's so many of them. Probably gonna make some quick work of this company of Germans. And they did. The Redcoats gathering up their forces once again, rendezvousing. It seems like they're gonna make their final assault. And there they go. The massive army of the Redcoats are finally making their final assault up the mountainside to where the rest of the Germans are located, fighting off the massive bugs. Just like I predicted, the bugs are preoccupying the Germans. But will the Redcoats get there in time to have the Germans, having both forces of them attacking? Now, we are getting some gunfire from the ridge here. Some Germans are hanging out, taking some pot shots. Doesn't seem like it's slowing down the Redcoats one bit. Fortunately, both forces are ranged, so Germans are starting to retreat. They're making their way. Oh man, point blank range. Redcoats, ruthless. Redcoats on a mission. Alright, so it does seem, according to the numbers, the Germans are team 1 and team 3 are the Redcoats. So as of right now, Redcoats have more by about 3,000. Germans and the Redcoats point blanking it. You see it here, folks. That is probably as close as hand-to-hand combat that you're gonna see in this game. 800 bugs remain, and it looks like the Germans have been alerted by the presence of the Redcoats. They're starting to make their way over here. And the final attack is fully on now. The Redcoats using this hill to their advantage so they can get close to the Redcoats. 18 bugs remain. Germans working their way up this hill. Yep, and we got a standoff. All because of this little hill here. Shoulda known. Ha! My God. And it looks like we have gunfire all the way over there. All the way over there. Just all out. Bullets flying. Silhouettes on the top of the mountain. Germans pushing for a flank. Taking shots at the Redcoats from afar. The Redcoats pushing their way over this way as well. It looks like the Germans do have their position in place. Redcoats currently have about 2,000 more than the Germans. Let's go Redcoats. Nice. And Germans. Lots of Germans over here. 43,000 Germans and just under 44,000 Redcoats. This is the ultimate epic battle simulator 2. And it's very fascinating. You can see this ridge right here defining that curvature of a line. Yeah. German gunfire all the way over there. The Redcoats advancement up that way. My God, are these Redcoats as well? Yes, they are. Holy crap. So many of them. So many of them. That's right, boys. Single file line, please. And the numbers are basically 1-to-1. This is what happens when the battle goes on the mountainside. I mean, ridiculousness. And let's see, the Germans slightly have more than the Redcoats. Just by about 500 as of right now. Ooh, it's a starry night. 9 bugs are still on the field. Man, would the turntables have turned if the Germans and the Redcoats dwindle their forces to the point where the bugs end up winning. That would be something. About a 700 difference. Germans still barely in the lead. Germans have the uphill advantage, which, as we have seen, is a very big benefit. Coming up on 44 minutes of the match, Germans 36,000, Redcoats 35,000, bugs 4, and the bugs have been eliminated, or shall I say exterminated. And it does look like the uphill advantage is paying off for the Germans. What happens is that the pathway pretty much comes to a more of a single file line usually when forces are trying to go up or down. So if they got the uphill advantage, then they'll just get mowed down, just like what's happening here. 1 or 2 forces come up and then they get erased. Just like that. Well, they're clearly in the line of fire here. Does not look good for the Redcoats. The Germans really want this hill. That's my hill, I don't know you. 1,500 is about the difference right now. The Germans are in the lead. The Redcoats taking shots and getting shot. And it does look like the Germans are making a push. And it looks like the Germans' bombs are making a push. 29,000 Redcoats. 30,000 German. And looks like there's a handful of firing positions for the Germans down below, and the Redcoats are still making their way over here. Let's get down there and take a closer look. Germans, like normal, are taking advantage of the terrain, holding out as long as they can, taking shots at the Redcoats. However, Redcoats, more exposed than the Germans, appear to be able to shoot those guys. It's crazy. Okay, how rude. Let's see, the Germans' moms are making a push. How rude. Into the Redcoats' bush. Oh my. That, I do believe, is a different narrative. Germans 29,000, Redcoats 27,500 remain. Lots and lots of Germans. This is probably the most craziest part of the battle right here. This piece of terrain. This is the reason why this battle is raging on for so long. Coming up on 54 and a half minutes. You know, if they did that, maybe they would just stop fighting. Can't we all just get along? Well, you know, that would be nice. Lots and lots of Germans, lots of Redcoats. They're just all hiding behind the dirt. Alright. Let's find the other parts of the battle, shall we? There we go. More of the same. Redcoats still trying to push up this mountainside. However, the Germans have a massive firing line on the tree line, picking off the Redcoats one at a time. And the Germans are ahead by 1,500. Here's another angle of the crazy battle point. 25,000 Germans remain, 23,400 Redcoats. And Redcoats are still coming in. I do believe that is the last of the Redcoats. I am mistaken. They're now down here. Oh my god. Yep, still about 1,500 is the difference. 23,600 Germans, 22,000 Redcoats. Redcoats all spread around, trying to get up. Germans not having any of it. Appear to be pushing forward slightly, I guess, just to get more of a better angle, and then of course then they're in range of the Redcoats. Pew pew pew. Indeed. Alright, we're coming up on 1 hour, 3.5 minutes into the match. 21,000 Germans, 21,000 Germans, 19,000 Redcoats. My god. That man exploded. Does look like the Germans are starting to make their push over here. And it's just so hard to tell. You got bodies all over the place. It's true, the German army does fart a lot. Ha 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 ha. I get it, cause pew pew pew. Good one. So I do believe that this part of the battle is going to end first. Definitely can tell that there is a difference between the Germans' army versus the Redcoats. Germans really outnumber them over here. 1,400 is the difference overall. Redcoats just under 17,000. Germans are 18,300. Alright, so we have 17,700 Germans, 16,400 Redcoats remain. And this battle has been going on for almost 1 hour and 9 minutes. That alone is my normal stream. Thank you, Terrain, for dragging the battle out. Okay, and here's the spicy part of the map. Germans just can't seem to get the line of fire here. The Redcoats are just so downhill to the point where the Germans are right on the edge, so they can get some shots off. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Oh my. Looks like we got some movement on the German side here. Got some soldiers trying to get a little closer. More of a vantage point. Looks like we got some Germans slipping and sliding. The ice and snow is a little slippery. Both of these armies are very relentless. pretty sure by this time the armies would have run out of ammo. Oh my, looks like the Redcoats are able to do some coordinated shooting. But then what's happening here is that the Germans are able to stand on their fallen to get more of a vantage point. Oh, the numbers are starting to get closer now. We have 12,000 of the Redcoats and 13,000 of the Germans. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are starting to get closer. 10,000 Redcoats, 10,700 Germans. There was a point where it got so close that the Germans were 1,500 ahead. Now they're just about 600 or 700. Yes, the numbers are starting to get closer. Just about 600 exactly is the difference. Germans still in the lead. Redcoats down to about 9,000. Sparkle. It does look like they're taking pictures. All right, coming up on 1 hour 26 minutes of this match, ladies and gentlemen. My God. Germans, 8,600 remain, and Redcoats 8,200. The difference is now 400. It is anyone's game. Let's end the chat. Germans for the win. Well, they've been winning for the most part the whole match. They're still currently winning, but not by a lot. 7,700 Redcoats, 7,900 Germans. That's now a 200 difference. Germans still in the lead. And we are at the 90-minute mark. 7,000 Redcoats, 7,100, just under 200 Germans. Germans over on this ridge taking some pot shots through the trees. Just about 6,000 remain for the Redcoats. 6,100 Germans. Definitely getting close. Getting close to completion, and the numbers are getting close as well. Are the Redcoats going to take over the Germans, or will the Germans continue their victory? Let's see how these guys are. Looks like the Germans' numbers are starting to spread out. Well, they got a gap here. Redcoats all bunched up, basically dodging the fire from the Germans. My God. The Redcoats now outnumber the Germans. It seems like the chat's getting upset. Rooting for the Germans, but damn Redcoats, they're now up about 200 to the Germans. About 5,100 Germans remain, 5,300 Redcoats. But how is this possible? How are the Redcoats able to withstand the German might? What tactic are they using? Are they hugging the ground better? Does their musket pack more of a punch? Time will tell. And we got 5,000 Redcoats versus 4,600 Germans. Oh man, the Redcoats are getting real up in the face of the Germans here. They're about to take this hill. Redcoats finally pushing their way up. Once again, point blank. And it looks like the Redcoats have taken this hill. They have 4,500 left, and the Germans have 4,100 left. And this company of the Redcoats are on the move. It looks like to either join forces with the rest of their army or to flank the Germans. Well, it looks like the Germans are well aware of their presence. Looks like they are flanking the Germans, or attempting to at least. Yep, looks like they are able to take shots from afar. Germans not aiming towards them just yet. Some of them are. Looks like they do the quick look over and fire. 4,300 Redcoats, 3,800 Germans. That's right, the Germans are now being surrounded in a way. flanked on this side, and then the redcoats on that side. And for the most part, the redcoats are coming from the same direction. 4,100 redcoats, 3,600 Germans. 3,700 redcoats versus 3,200 Germans. That's a 500 difference. Why, the turntables have turned. Can't tell the difference, but according to the numbers, they have. Alright, so it does appear that the numbers of the Germans are starting to shrink. At least their battle line right here. It's getting really 2,800 Germans, 3,400 redcoats. And we got some type of covering fire still happening over on this side. Don't think it's gonna be it. All the Germans are basically shoulder to shoulder, not much of a firing line compared to how they had. 2,500 Germans and 3,200 redcoats. Okay, we're coming up on an 800 difference. 3,000 redcoats and 2,100 Germans. And welcome back. Yes, this same battle rages on. I don't know, but the ostriches are no longer in the match. Neither are the bugs. We have the redcoats and the Germans. That is it. What does a horseshoe do? Are there any horse socks? Is anybody listening to? There's about 1,000 difference now. The redcoats are in the lead now. But for the longest time, the Germans were gonna take the win. But this is the last of the battle, taking forever, over 2 hours in this this matchup. Definitely taking the new record for the matchups that I've had. 2 hours. Billy Madison. Very good movie. I kind of want to pull the plug just because it's now reached 2 hours. I think we need to have a limit on a match. But yeah, the redcoats are continuing to progress. So I'm gonna call it, just for my own sanity. What a matchup, folks. What a matchup. Well, let's see, that would be my face, but for some reason my camera was not functioning, of course, as soon as I start to hit play. But, you know, living up to the brand standard of not good enough. Streaming tonight for 2.5 hours. Normally I try to do it for only an hour or so. A couple streams ago, there was about 30 minutes. So that's kind of where I try to go for. But if you've been watching the whole way through, thank you so much. I enjoyed your company, and I hope you enjoyed mine. And if you were watching live, you were on Twitch. I try to stream 10 p.m. on Friday nights and re-upload to the YouTubes. Also on my channel, Not Good Enough Gaming. There'll be the edited version where it's more chopped down and all the slower parts, as you may call, are kind of removed, and you just see the action. It's more of a condensed version of the live streams. But anyway, that's all that I have for you guys for tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. This was so fun for me. I'm gonna do it again next week. Friday night, 10 p.m. Twitch. Not Good Enough Gaming. Later.
This is Not Good Enough Gaming. Smash that like button, tickle the little bell icon, and share this like it's the next viral video. This has been a production of Not Good Enough Gaming. No gamers were harmed in the making of this video. Thanks for watching.